Yeah. Come on. Welcome.
Good afternoon. Sean Higgs coming at you. A little midday money on a Sunday. Welcome on into the show. Hope everybody is doing well today. And not sure how you did yesterday's games. How about never in doubt the Army-Navy over? Winner. We'll take it. Like, subscribe, ring the bell. I got to cross all channels because you know what? I'm going to throw right up here in the comment section. Starting tomorrow. I'm doing it tomorrow because I could have did it this weekend. You could get the Midday Money Show anytime you want, podcast form. There's the link. Now, obviously, there's nothing there right now. Go to it. It'll be coming soon because I didn't upload any videos. But be sure to download it. Check it out. Why wouldn't you? And I'm going to have to go forward. I'm going to put little notes on the computers here to remind myself to keep saying the free picks because, yes, they'll be scrolling in here. And I know people will be watching replays and other times of the day, like we do look headlines. Tomorrow's show, it'll be on the podcast on the Believe. So I'm going to go a little bit more what the show's about. Obviously, you people know that. Newer people are going to be popping in, so I got to kind of let them know what they're jumping into. So let's jump into. So yesterday, I go 6-7 in college basketball, right? A 1-point loser, Wake Forest. OT loser with Belmont. Half-point loser with Gulf. That's sports betting. There you go. There you go, newbies. That is a tough one. 9-7 to a 6-7. It happens. It happens. And a rough little week. I don't want to say a little losing week of college hoops. Days like that, you go 6-7, you go 3-4. You just got to ride them out. Listen, would I love to hit close to 60% of college basketball when I put out 1,000 games? Absolutely. Am I going to be probably closer to 55% like I am right now? Yeah. NFL, 65%, that's a total outlier. Usually I'm around 55, 57. It is what it is, folks. It's again, we'll talk more kind of what the show is and what I am. Although most of you, the regular folks coming in here, you know how I roll the show out. But okay, let's we'll jump. I got NFL up first, but let's just do the other sports first. So college hoops yesterday, we go 3-4 in the video, 50-47, down 65. St. Bonaventure and Tennessee Martin get to call today. I did Bonnie's with Detroit Lenny yesterday, and T. Martin's one of my premiums today. I didn't put a premium package up. Like I said yesterday, just I've been up and down, like 500 for the week there, a couple games under. I don't like forcing things or just putting something up for people to try to buy. I don't do that. You know that. On the season, 155, 130, not too bad. We're plus 1,200 there. College football, 50-32, 16-55 because that never in doubt Army game, boy. Let me tell you, over. What were you worried about? 3-0 going into the half, and then all of a sudden it's a block punt for a touchdown, 7-3. Easy.
Never in doubt.
Come on. I mean, if you're worried about that game, what are you even talking about? Holy cow. NBA 14-14. Down 125 in the video. For the season, 10-7, up 542. So we got that going on for us. NHL 10-14, down a $1.82 on the season. 29-34, 31-34, depending on where you see it. So not really much going on there. And here we go. NFL 36-33, plus $10 in the video on the season. 93-52. We're crushing it. Absolutely crushing it. Today, Giants, Pitt under. Tennessee, Dallas over, Chiefs under, and Seattle. Now, these are all posted again. If you go to Twitter, Mr. Sean Higgs, come give me a follow. All the plays are on the Twitter universe there. So we'll start with the Giants. I don't think this line has moved since I posted. I'm going to try to get a little live line. We'll see. But, yeah, I hate both of these teams. I'm not not an Eagle fan. We don't like the Giants. I think though, I think the Giants picked them off today. Believe it or not. I don't know. Give me the Giants here. Pitt under. This is a game now. I bet Pitt, if you watch look ahead lines, again, it's at basically around halftime tonight of these games. You can come in. I say, you know, the numbers move. Hello, we got Pittsburgh on the site +4. They are a favorite now. All right. Granted, that's you got a quarterback injury, stuff like that. But um, what are you going to do here? I'm going to go under. We got a backup quarterback. We got a rookie quarterback who's playing a little better. We know we're going to get a lot of run game here. I'll go under. I know it's low, 36.5. I don't mind. Tennessee. This guy almost made my cut today with the Titans. It was 3.5. It's come down. I know you want that extra half point if you're a Jaguar fan. I'm not sold on the Jags. No, thank you. Next week, I got Dallas next week -6.5 against them already. I think, and again, when I do our look at lines, so I talk about how I think the games are going to play out for the next week and why I bet ahead of time. So this game here, I think Tennessee wins. They just fired their GM and kept the coach. What does that tell you? They love the coach. Players love the coach. They play for the guy. A couple bad losses, yes. But the Jags it don't make a difference what's going on here. This team is just bad. Give me the Titans here. Dallas over. Line open at 14. It's 17. Total come down a little bit. You see this Texan team. Although I think the last I heard was that Davis Mills QBing. I thought they put him back in. I don't know if Kyle Allen. It doesn't make a difference to me because Dallas laying 17. Let's be honest. Are we going to be shocked when this game's 24-20? Dallas just kind of plays down competition. I won't be. Do I think that's going to happen? No. Why do I think Dallas wins this one 38-10 or something like that? I think that's where we'll look at. Now, I'm not laying 17 with Dallas. I guess we could have threw it up in Teaser Tuesday, teased it down to a 10 spot, or at that point it would have been a 7 because it opened to 14. So we could have got it, 6-point tease it down a little bit. Giants I would have probably teased up. But I think Dallas goes over because I think they're going to put up a bunch of points here. And something tells me that Houston might score a couple garbage stuff. So I'm going to go over in this game because two things will happen. Like I just said, Dallas is going to score their points and get to the total almost themselves, or this is going to be a close game in the 20s, and it's going to go over either way. So, over is my safer play there. Chiefs under because, Denver scores 12 points a game. They still got a defense. I'm going to go under. What is this game going to be? Worst case is a 17-10, and KC backers at 9 don't cover. Would probably play out to a 24 kind of 10 kind of game. That's more likely with the way Denver offense is. So I'm on the under here. Seattle. Now this is a game I didn't get a good number on. I got a Seattle -6. It's down to 3.5. Obviously, got some running back problems there, right? Guys out. And you might look at it as, and I understand this. You get Carolina +6 when it opens, 6.5. Wonderful. Good thinking, right? Off a bye week. Seattle off San Fran. Off the Ram game, San Fran on deck, division matchup. I understand. 100% Carolina playing good under Wilkes. Sure. At 3.5 though, even at 6, Seattle has won games this season. Defense is pretty solid. Carolina is still struggling on the offensive side of the ball. Seattle needs wins here. Let's be honest. Niners are in the third string quarterback, right? So does Seattle think they can maybe win this division? You can't beat San Fran at home. I know San Fran's going to run the ball. They have talent. I get it. Good defense. Sure. I don't think Seattle, and they have a head coach. He's not going to be a guy who's going to be like, well, we're going to overlook this team because that's not happening. That's not happening. So I'll take Seattle here at the low number, 3.5, 5.5, 6.5. Dare I say 10.5 because that's how I think Seattle will win this one. Sneeze coming up. Hold on.
I'm on the opposite side. I like the Panthers today. I'll be honest. I think it's a weird line, but that's just me. I do like your Giants, though. I do like the Giants today.
It is a weird 3.5, but you lose your running back. That's going to affect the game a little bit.
Yeah.
You look terrible versus the Rams, but hey, lo and behold, the Rams didn't look too bad. I know it was a different quarterback, but
Mhm.
they're showing some fight. You think that team looks dead? That's I think reflection on the coach. They play for the coach. I mean, come on, you got two. I don't think you could really say bad about that Seattle game because Seattle could look at
No,
it and be
no,
like,
no, not at all.
"Sam Wolford, all right, we kind of whatever. We're going to overlook these guys. They're terrible, and all of a sudden you're in a game." I get that. I get that's kind of a flat spot. And that line open again, 3.5 goes up to 7-8. I want nothing Seattle at 7-8 on the road, and we saw that
But do
on
you
Thursday
think
night with the
losing
Raiders.
you think losing their running back makes the Panthers and Seattle like an even team? 'Cause that's what the books are saying.
Yeah, but I think it's a combination of you saw how they played. No running back. Panthers bye week. Seattle, San Fran on deck. It's a bad sandwich
That's
spot.
fair.
It could be
We'll see how it goes.
this could be a 17-14 game and you lose by the half.
Could be.
Like the
Could
Seattle.
be.
I mean, I don't think Seattle or Carolina is going to score like 20 something points here. That would be kind of shocking. I mean,
It would be.
that's not. So in a close game, I understand. But 3.5, you know me, 3.5 openers, 7.5 openers. I'm taking fades. I'm running with them. When they
Yep.
get down to these numbers, I don't think it. It kind of goes out of my way of thinking on them.
That's fair. I like
Where
picking your brain.
I mean, yeah, it's definitely there's not much to pick up there. It's kind of small. It's a P. It's a pea-sized brain in a 12-lane highway.
Well, I just go through the nose and eventually
Rolling down the hill.
you puppet it that way. Oh, I mean,
So those are my thoughts today. And again, go get ready for the podcast there. Happy Sunday, T-Money. How are you, my friend? My fiend. Yes, I'm your fiend. I'm the microphone fiend. Because after 12, I'm worse than a gremlin. Feed me hip hop and I start trembling. Go ahead, figure that one out. Any old school people on here would know those lyrics. Tennessee money line. Is this Tennessee Titans money line? Is this Tennessee Volunteers over Maryland Terps? Is this the Tennessee Volunteers over Clemson in a bowl game? I don't know what this is. I'm assuming it's the Titans.
I'm assuming it's the Titans because
I
he
know.
has Baltimore later on as well.
Yeah, no, I figured it's an NFL Sunday. That's what we're talking about. So yeah, give me if you want to do that, what are you gonna lay? What about 145 there, Wes? That's like usually around my top numbers for laying in baseball, 140s, 150s. But I understand. You just want the win. Sure. David Cook anytime TV minus 138. He should score, right? Vikings. Hey, Jess, let me ask you this. Tim's looking good today, by the way. Yeah.
Thanks, Jesse.
Nice. He's a handsome man. He's got a little Jets, nice haircut going. Jess, what is your thought is on, you brought up the Viking game, from a -3 to a +3 in that game, or 2.5. Could someone explain the 5.5 point line move? Because listen, Detroit +3, sign me up as a home dog. Yes. Detroit 2.5, I don't know about it. If this opened at Detroit 2.5, I would be like, I'll take Minnesota here 2.5. They're begging you to take Detroit to win by 3. The fact that it's crossed over a bunch of numbers to get here, I mean, it's a 5-point line move. I do not get it. I do not get it. I know Detroit's been playing good. We've been talking about Detroit since the game after the Dallas game, and they blew that. The game was 10-6 in the fourth quarter with 4 minutes to go. Marcos, hit the like button. I appreciate it. Thank you. We either beat the Eagles or get smoked. I have a feeling it's the latter. T-Money is a little worried about his G-Men today. I could that makes sense to me, because if you're a dog, you're winning outright, or you're right there, or you're just losing and the number does not come into play. Baltimore money line versus the Steelers. This Ravens team, what are they, 8-4, whatever they are? And I'm like, when I was doing my little write-up, I'm like, yeah, these guys kind of disappointed. And I go through the games like, wait a second. These guys have 8 wins. I thought they were like 5-6, because they're always in some kind of crazy dogfight. And the games they lost, I remember in September that where was the Lamar conversation for him being MVP? They should be undefeated, right? You blew that crazy game versus Miami. The Bills come back. I don't know. I mean, it's one thing winning and spectacular fashion. I'm trying to find out and come back. However they win in their gritty kind of games with Lamar back there making plays. Hundley making plays. Pitt's playing a little better. Listen, this game's going to be, we got the under in the chat here, right? We're going to see a lot of running out of Pitt. We don't want their rookie quarterback going back to his early days here when he started. They threw him in there, and he threw 7 picks in 12 quarters. He hasn't thrown in a couple games. I think they're going to kind of go with that. Keep it safe. Baltimore's not. What's Baltimore doing? They're going to start airing things out. They haven't aired things out all season. I don't know if I can take Baltimore money line. That would no, thank you. Henry TD and Titan money line for sure. Yeah, Henry TD should get there. Guy's a beast. Titans money line. I like the Titans for the game, so I'm not going to say no if you want to lay to 140. And the Niners over San Fran. Here's another one. No limit. And how have you been, my friend? Good to see you. Good to see you. So this line was 6.5. 3.5, obviously. Our guy Garoppolo is out. Third string QB is in. We saw the Patriots. I mean, we had the Saints on Monday night. We were happy with the Saints. We thought we'd get an outright win there when we took them. Brady, big comeback. But before that, that offense, it's been terrible all season. It's been terrible all season. Their team total is things like 16 points. Let me pull up. I don't think. How many times has Tampa scored more than like 20-something points this season? Twice, maybe? I don't even know. They're I get the Niners. You're a better defense. Offensively, let's be honest. You could just hand the ball off. You have, I'm not talking CMC. I mean, you got Kittle, Debo. You have a lot more better skill position players right now. And you can say whatever you want about the Tampa guys. They have not performed all season. My guy, King D, locking it with the King. I got you with the Travis Kelce and Tom TD. You can't go wrong with that. But what are we laying on those? No limit. I don't like laying like 150s and stuff for him to score TD. For me, that would be like I don't even know if 2, right? Because that's a tough defense. Diving a little bit in the prop market today. Travis Etienne under 58 yards rushing. I don't mind that. I don't think Jags are winning. Niners are stupid for not grabbing Baker. Yeah, that wouldn't have been a bad shot. But remember, the Rams are going to they got the worst record, so the Rams would have got it first. Young Shard, I appreciate it. Sometimes I sneeze. It's live. It is what it is. We're not edited. I'm coming in here talking. It happens. I sneeze. I cough. I try to get out of the video. Just make a little cash ready. Going to relax and get ready for exams. There you go. There we go. Eric B. and Rakim, July. Yes. Like Eric B. That's nice. 19. I'll say like 89, maybe 88, 89. Elaine, how are you, buddy? I am all right, hanging in. Niners 3.5 today. No way Brady could lose to a third-string QB. Give me San Fran. Yes, that's a good talking point, right? Nope. Purdy. It's going to be Purdy.
First time since 2006 where Tom Brady is a dog against a rookie quarterback, let alone a Mr. Irrelevant. Oh, give me the GOAT all day. No. We got.
And this is, we talk about that with like when we see Rodgers as an underdog or, Brady. These are guys who are 40. I mean, they're not. It's just different teams, right? We can say this about Belichick. Like, oh, my goodness, Belichick is a dog. Well, he's had Tom Brady for 20 years. So now he's got Mac Jones or who's ever quarterbacking. Brady versus a third stringer or a Mr. Irrelevant doesn't make a difference at this point. I mean, the guy, Brady is not Hall of Fame Brady. Now, does he still make some plays? Are you going to be in position to make plays is the question. Listen, at 3.5, yeah, you think the Niners probably win, should win. It'll be ugly. Remember this line opened at 6.5. That was the original look. And I hate when guys go out because, I mentioned the Pitt game or this Tampa game. You get a line and then an injury comes in. Seattle is another. And that just totally changes how I think teams are going to play. Changes the total complexion of the game. I may or may not have the Vikings minus 6.5. Anytime TD Joe Burrow. I don't mind a Viking 6.5, right? If you think they're going to win, they're going to win. It's not going to be a field goal type of an affair, and they'll put points on the board, right? Detroit maybe regresses back to how they were to start the season, giving up a bunch of points. They have the weapons, right? I mean, you have offensive players on that team. I know people love killing their QB. The QBs actually put up decent numbers. I mean, real fast on the Tampa offense. 20 versus Saints, which was, they were gifted, I think, 16 of those points on like crazy turnovers late in the game. 31 versus KC, which was, I guess, a total anomaly. I mean, 21 versus Atlanta, 22 versus Baltimore, 21 Seattle across the pond. That's it. 17, 17, 16, 3, 18, 12, 19 against Dallas. I mean, like, come on. Under that San Fran game. I'll give you credit on the Kansas-Mizzou college breakdown yesterday. You were right on Kansas. Yeah, Kansas, it's just one of those games where, and we talked about it in the chat lane. I didn't end up playing it sometimes. And I was talking to somebody on Twitter was asking me about a game. I bet it was a Viking-Detroit game. And I said, this line opens at 2.5. I'm not taking Detroit or Minnesota. I'm moving on. Maybe at that point you take Minnesota money line. The Kansas-Mizzou game was one. I look at it like it's begging me to take Kansas, right? Clearly superior team. But that line just screamed a Mizzou play. It was kind of like, I think, was Memphis another game like that, I think, yesterday? There was another one where just
Memphis played against Auburn and beat them by 12.
Yeah, like Memphis was a favorite versus a ranked kind of team. Like same kind of thing where you're automatically thinking Auburn. Well, Memphis is still a talented bunch. I just don't like Penny Hardaway. And we talk about my college basketball, or I talk about my college basketball and how I look at it. There's some teams, Memphis is a team I can't really want to play on. I just don't like the coach. The players are there. Yeah, the talent's there. Kansas, how are we taking Mizzou? I couldn't take Mizzou. It was Kansas in a route. Yeah. But I do leave winners out there. As I say, you're gonna remember the game you should have bet. You're not gonna remember the losers out there because, yeah, Lord knows I leave losers out too, and I leave winners. But yeah, thanks. Yeah, well, we got it. We'll take it. I got a bronze medal for second. Who's second? Why do you go why a bronze? Let's go. We want the golds, Kevin. Let's go. We want to, Although don't be in competition with anybody. You're always a gold medal winner in your own eyes. That's why, just be in competition against yourself. Try to better yourself. Siena, Delaware, Ohio, Youngstown. Thoughts side total. All right. So I do like Youngstown almost. I like Youngstown today, 5.5. I did. Delaware, no total on that one. Delaware, I sort of lean towards the under in that one. It was 139. I could do a little under action. And sidewise, no really side with the Saints and the Blue Hens. But Youngstown, I lean Youngstown. Carolina upset. Recall an upset in Seattle? Will I be shocked at that? I would be shocked. The line says don't be shocked, though, at 3.5. Because as Tim said, that's basically a pick 'em on a neutral. Has the Seattle clock struck 12 on their season? I mean, they're 7-5. You lost a bad one to the Raiders. Tampa on a neutral. We kind of saw that one coming. Going from Arizona to Germany, Tampa's favorite, haven't looked good all year. We saw that one coming. But they have not. They lost to San Fran in week 2, 27-7. And that's Garoppolo came in and they were off. Let's be honest. We talked about this. Monday Night Football against Denver. Old quarterback. That was the game they had circled. I know the Niners are their division rival on deck. They were focused on Russell Wilson and beating Denver. And then they're thinking again, a rookie QB. He gets hurt. Garoppolo comes in and the guy's a winner. He wins. Seattle travels again where they have Atlanta. Atlanta was kind of playing as a close game there. Seattle's not a bad team. Like, look at their. I don't know. I can't. They've played better. The defense is there. They're playing for their interim head coach. Wilkes. I kind of like Wilkes. I don't know. Maybe I'm a little biased. I'm pulling for Gino to have a nice 10-win season. He's getting a shot. He's been as good as anybody in the league. He's not really doing bad things. What is this? Bowling Green? Where's Bowling Green? They got the Hamsters, right? They're playing Hampton. Sign's 2.5. Looks a little low to me. It looks a little low, Bowling Green. I mean, I got this like at a 2. I mean, I want to say Hampton, believe it or not. Like everybody's gonna run a Bowling Green because it's a MAC team, like they're a big school compared to Hampton. I would lean to the little home dog here. Just how about a Hampton money line? Marquette Notre Dame. Yeah, I guess I want to. I think everybody's gonna be on Marquette here. I want to lean Notre Dame. We had Notre Dame the other day. Maybe it's not the other day. We had them over somebody when they were a dog. Who did they play? North Carolina or somebody? I got to pull up the. Where is the matchups here? Notre Dame. Here we go. Where is that at? Is that Michigan State? Michigan State. Everybody liked Michigan State over them. I want to lean with them here as well, believe it or not. And Marquette's not a bad squad. We saw them roll the other day. I'm still going to lean Notre Dame, I think. Did not bet this game, though. Did not bet it, Marcos. Give me Hampton, and I'll lean Notre Dame here at home as well. Whiskey, Iowa, Oklahoma, Tech sides of total. You know, I'm excited. The totals, I'm not really going to run crazy with totals. I don't think that's not my strong point, I should say. So I kind of just stick to my sides here. So we got Iowa, Wisconsin at 4.5. I want to lean Whiskey and Virginia Tech. Where's this Virginia Tech game? What's this? 1.5 Tech? I don't know. Maybe a little Oklahoma State there. No real opinion. The two out of these two, I would lean more Whiskey. I lean Whiskey there. But yeah. Second one, again, lean a little. You know what? I'm going to say Oklahoma State now one. Didn't bet any of those 4 though, Marcos. Lions all day. There's the kiss of death from Wesley. Vikings by 14 today with the all day. Come on, Wesley. I see nobody QB come in and showed. Yeah, nobody QBs come in. I get it. But, Purdy last week, let's be honest, the guy threw like 30 passes last week. And it's not like he's got some bum team around him. He's got a good defense. He's got good skill position players. I'm not comparing him to Cooper Rush and the Cowboy team. But we saw Cooper Rush come in and kind of do the same thing. So don't be. I wouldn't be shocked there. Sneaky over in the Jets game. I thought about at first you see 44.5. I'm thinking under, right? Jets play defense, but the Bills' defense has been shaky, right? So I think the Jets are gonna be able to score, and I think Buffalo will be able to score a little bit here. Right, 44.5. Was that the total here? 43.5. Come down. I see 43s and 43.5. I'd still lean a little over. I mean, short of blizzard-like conditions, is it really crazy windy up there? I go over with you, Mr. Fox. What about Mark Sanchez? I mean, hold on a second. He wasn't a nobody QB. Sanchez was a top 10 draft pick.
Yeah, I was about to say he was a first round draft pick. I think he was a big USC guy.
He was a top 10 draft pick. I mean,
and he took the Jets to 2 AFC championship games.
Yeah.
And then butt fumbled, and then we haven't made the playoffs since. But that's not the point.
I mean, if we're going to go with pulling guys out of the blue, it would be more of your Nick Foles leading a team or I don't even know. We could go. I mean, I'm sure I got to really think. I mean, I'm gonna go back to like Jeff Hostetler taking the Giants or stuff like that, and
Colin Kaepernick taking the Niners.
he came
The
in for Alex
random, the
Smith.
random good year by Joe Flacco.
No. That's not a backup quarterback.
Oh no, shoot! Yeah, he wasn't backup. He wasn't backup.
Yeah, he was a franchise quarterback. Detroit over against Minnie. I'm going to say no. Why do I think everybody's going to run to this? I mean, who am I kidding? This game could be 24-24 at halftime, though, Marcos. You never know. That's a no play for me. Buffalo under, again, I think this one might creep over. Tennessee under, I can do. I can do Tennessee under. I mean, that game could be 9-3 at the half, right? So under, yes, for sure. Buffalo under, I kind of lean to the over there, although the numbers did come down, so it's in your favor. Detroit, no thank you. I have no idea. No thanks. Hurts over 1.5 touchdown passes today versus the Giants. We could do that, Joe. I think they score some points. I think that team total is kind of low, too. You want to go over their team total? I can see them put some points on the board. Although I think the Giants score, too. That's why if I like the Giants here, so obviously I'm thinking over and we see some points. Corey Jones checking in. Let's see how win and pick go today. We're trying. We're trying to get some winners. Speaking of which, see, again, it is 31 minutes into the show. I have not repeated. See, this is kind of stuff I got to repeat when we do the show. It's going to be on the replay. And people get downloaded on Apple or whatever, iTunes. I got to remember to put these in. I got to put a little timer next to me, a little alarm clock for every like 10 minutes. Run them down. Giants, Pitt under 36.5. Giants +7, Pitt under 36.5. Titans -3, Dallas over 44.5, Chiefs under 44, Seattle -3.5. Bonnie's +7, and Tennessee Martin 6.5 of college hoops. Have to remember that is a thing. And I even wrote things down. iHeart, Apple, Google, download, free picks. I don't look at it because it's over here. I'm looking at the live odds. Here is this NBA? Is this NBA? Marco's coming in NBA.
No, it's not. No, that's Sunday Night Football.
Yes, it is Sunday. I thought
That's
LAC was Clippers. I'm like, is this Heat and Clippers?
No. Speaking of the Heat, lost outright to the Spurs last night.
Wow. Again, no NBA for me. That's why I'm what am I? 10-7 NBA plus 542. I try not to do NBA. I can't. I almost did. We're talking about this real fast, and I'll get to this Laker game, the Clipper game. Clippers, Chargers, somebody in LA, some LA team. I should just say the Dolphins. That's it. It's easier to narrow it down to 47 LA teams. Suns in that revenge spot. This line, I want to take the home team here. Why? I think the world is on Phoenix here for payback. I want to go the other way. For this game. I'm trying to figure out this line. Miami opened as a 1. Excuse me. Chargers were a favorite to open this. And now they're a 3-point fave. Like that. Because we did it. I'm going to pull up the Dolphins were 1 last week. And it's creeped up to 3.5 here. We did this on Look Ahead Lines. I don't know. I know the Chargers have a whole lot of woes on their team. They got a whole lot of problems. And I'm assuming the move here to them -3.5 is based on nobody playing again for the Chargers. If I'm doing this one, Marco, I would, and again, 54.5, the total's gone up. I don't say as much. How about, because I don't want to lay 3. I would do a Miami and over parlay, maybe. Believe it or not. Where's the note of this? 34 minutes into the show, I'm telling somebody to take a parlay. I just don't. I didn't bet this game at all. I did not like it from the start. I still don't like it. I was like, I kind of like the Chargers. I'm like, oh, Chargers +1 at home. Now 3.5. Obviously, guys aren't playing. Don, good afternoon. Let's get hot again. Grind out. Yeah. Don, I said this the other day. We've had a couple I mean, we've had some close. Again, the close losses. You forget about close wins. It's frustrating for sure, right? I want to win every day. You want to win every day. We all want to win every day. It's just the way it goes. And I say all the time, people can say whatever they want on Twitter or IG or TikTok, this crap. Yeah, you're not going 10-2 every day. Just got to get back on track. Gonna grind away. That's all we do. It's a long season. It's not a get rich quick overnight scheme we're running here, Don. So hopefully we sweep the board today. Move on to tomorrow, just one day at a time. That's all we can do. Who we got today? NFL. We got it right here, Darius. We got Giants, Pitt under, Titans, Dallas over, KC under, Seattle. And that's what we got in the chat. Those are the chat picks in the NFL. Otherwise, you want the premiums, got to go get them. Although I gave you a premium here. I got Seattle here as a premium. Ravens minus 2.5 plus 110. See, 110 for me, why are you doing that when you get them as a dog at minus 110? And you're getting 3 points. You're getting more. That's 120 is a little better. I mean, so you think they win by a field goal game. Shannon's in the house. Good morning. I would have bet him up over 5.5. Over Heat. Is that the Miami Heat? That was they lost to the Spurs. San Fran under 38. I can see the under. Oh, as I mentioned, we ran through the Tampa Bay offense. Struggling. Short week. You saw them look terrible. Backup quarterback. But again, the guy threw a bunch of passes last week. I mean, I lean under here with you. I don't mind. Seattle over and Giants over. I'll do Giants over with you because I think they're going to kind of keep it close. So, yes. Seattle over 44. And this line, I think, went up a little bit. Did this line go up? No, it's hold steady here. I don't know if I can do over 44 with Seattle. Just because I haven't seen anything out of Carolina. Now I'm going to see something out of their bye week? I don't know. I'm going to say no to that one. What do we got here? BR, what is this?
I think that might have been a Brazil flag, but it just doesn't show up.
All right. Oh, this is World Cup?
They lost yesterday.
I'm late. Any thoughts on Bucks Niners, Bills Jets? So Bills and Jets, I'm going to say if we're getting 10, I'll go Jets. I lean over there. I think the Jets are going to score some points. And I think the Bills, because the Bills defense, to me, is still struggling. Tampa and the Niners, listen, this line was 6.5. The QB goes out, it's 3.5. At 3.5, I kind of like the Niners. I definitely, I think under 38's a play there. I mean, right now on both of these games, I would say under Niners, and I still like the Jets and the over there. So, but sidewise, I can't get involved at a 3.5 there. Maryland, Tennessee. I like the Vols. I got a Vols at 4.5 yesterday. I mean, I know it's up a little. I think I saw 6. I saw it back down to 5. Tennessee's a team I like, so I'll take them here. I know Maryland's played well. I don't know. I think Tennessee's a little better. Tim, NBA, any thoughts?
Yes, I got 3 plays today, and they're all dogs, and 2 of them are ugly. Early game, I'm already on the Suns. I mentioned that the other day after what the last 2 games have been for them. If they don't win this game, then they're pathetic.
No way they lose 3 in a row. The line's gone up from 2 to 3.
That's fine. Keep in mind, New Orleans is now the number 1 team in the West. I know it's still early, but they're the number 1 team in the West. The Orlando Magic. I'm on the Magic again because you back the Raptors at home and you fade them on the road.
I did that with Lenny yesterday. I said, give me the Magic. I know they just played Friday and they beat them. Magic beat them on Friday. Here they are back to back in Orlando. They're 3-10 on the road.
Correct.
So, I mean, you've lost 10. I don't care if you covered the other 3. You're still. I got a pretty good shot at them covering, even with revenge. I don't care. I'll take the 7. I should have put them in the chat. I don't know. I forgot they had them in there. But
And then my ugliest one is the Charlotte Hornets plus 10 on the road against Philly.
Sixers. I don't mind that.
I never trust the Sixers as big favorites.
Yeah,
just doesn't happen.
Yeah, and again, you're as an 8-5 home team. You got 5 outright losses, and did you cover the other 8? Probably not. I'm guessing you might be at.
They covered
16-2.
They're 9-4 at home covering the spread.
Really? Okay. Interesting. So one time they had to be a dog there because they're only 8-5 as a record.
Yeah. Well, keep in mind a decent chunk of that was no Maxey, no Harden, no Embiid for a little bit. Yeah,
you're right.
No, that makes sense.
Yep. No, you're right.
Those are my 3 though.
Writing down some football there. Desmond, how are you today? Thanks for coming in. A big day for props. Travis Henry, Derrick Henry. Anybody remember Travis Henry, running back? I think he played for Tennessee. I don't know. He was a Buffalo Bill at one point. Henry first half TD plus 145. Really? Take that plus money. Orlando Magic. Yes, take the Magic. Olivia Newton-John style. Magic. Let's go. Cleveland over 47. The Browns and Bengals. I'll do over 47. Yes, Marcos. Give me the over there. Suns are not losing. I don't care if everyone in the universe are on the Suns. Suns lose, that team's finished. Team Money with a bold take. Team is finished. I don't know if they're totally finished, but they're. It's not good losing.
I will say the Suns were playing a lot better when Chris Paul was on the bench. When he was injured, they were playing a lot better when he was out. Just saying.
Well, I mean, the Suns, this is going back again. I think people are going to look at it compacting to the Friday night game, and you have some spots where, all right, crazy dunk at the end, upset, blah, blah, blah. But how they've been playing, right? I mean, we joke, no way they lose 3 in a row, right? And you might think, oh, it's a revenge game. They're still a good team. It's the Suns. I'm flipping here. And I was going to take the Suns. We talked about it. I'm like, yeah, they'll be pissed off over that. Grab them. I don't know. I'll lay it. It's gone up. The line's gone up. That's all you need to know. The line has gone up in this game. And that's over the Pacers.
Yeah, last night.
Oh, that was last night. Okay.
Yeah, I knew I was screwed because I had Pacers money line, and then they announced no KD and no Kyrie. I'm like, I'm done. I almost hedged out of it, but I didn't. And that was my only NBA loser last night. Happens.
What's there to say about NBA? This is the kind of nonsense. We do the show live. It's noon. We don't know who's playing. Guys, that happens, and you're like, what the heck happened here? Because I think we might even said that in the show yesterday. Did we say, well, watch these guys not play? I don't know. Again, just more reason to just. Okay, I don't love saying just come in and live bet NBA because I think people could get hurt live betting things. But there's an instance like just wait in the NBA. I know people get annoyed. I don't put a lot of NBA out. I can't. I've said this multiple times. These cats don't care getting paid $38 million a year, and yet they want you sitting around on your ass waiting. You're gonna bet on that? Don't bet on that crap. Stop it. No betting allowed. And it's right there in its abbreviation. Stay away. At least in the playoffs, guys will play every day. Oy, oy. That was annoying. Totally annoying. 17 with the Texans, plus a dime on the money line. See, a dime isn't even worth it to me. I need more than 1,000. How do you take? And I get it.
We're looking at it. There was a couple of events that had better odds of the Texans winning this individual game versus the Dallas Cowboys. One of those including the Dallas Cowboys winning the Super Bowl outright. And then the other one was the Toronto Maple Leafs winning the Stanley Cup that they have not won in 60 years. Those all have better odds than the Texans winning today. That being said, Texans money line. Let's get it.
The Texans have just looked so terrible. Listen, taking 17. Listen, do you want to take 17? I'm not gonna say sure. It's 17 points the NFL, and it's still Mike McCarthy, who the guy won one Super Bowl with Green Bay, and so it's not like I love that guy. Like I could see it being I said earlier in the show, would we be shocked if this game's 24-20 late? I wouldn't be shocked. That won't shock me in a bit. But outright, I don't think I can do that one. Giants first half. I like it, Brennan. We got him for the game here in the chat. A lot of money coming in on Cleveland and Burrow's 0-4 versus Browns. I can't. I liked the Texans last week. I think we had them in the chat against Cleveland. Watson hasn't played in a long time. You just don't. I don't care how good and talented you are. It takes time to get on track with your receivers, with the line, how you play as a quarterback, especially somebody who's going to take off. And their coach, I loved the guy 2 years ago. I don't love him anymore. Talk about doing less with more. He's as bad as the Charger guys. Tennessee, Maryland, the whole Rutgers. I like the Vols and I like Rutgers in a rout. I should have put Rutgers in the chat here. I think Rutgers beats up Seton Hall. Indiana State, Indiana, New Mexico, and the Dukes. This New Mexico, is it New Mexico or New Mexico State? I always get the two confused. The dude shot somebody. His teammates hid the gun. The coach was involved. I don't like Duquesne. I know they're Duquesne folks. I know it. But I can't back New Mexico State. I just this is a no game for me. No play. Part of me wants to say New Mexico State because I like the points. I'm not getting involved in that game. And Indiana State, Southern Indiana. I want to take Southern Indiana because I'm a dog guy, and these guys just came up. They played decent, but I don't know. You want to lay 5 with Indiana State? I'm not. I think they should beat the new guys, the new team, the Indiana D1 Southern Indiana. St. Thomas got there. Thanks, Don. Yeah, we'll take it. Overlooked. Wyoming got burned. That's why I get. Yeah, Wyoming's a tough squad. They are pretty good. Louisiana Tech has no offense. NOLA, baby. You like New Orleans? I don't know. Love my Terps. Yeah, the Terps are a good team. I just like Tennessee a little more. Lions game, prop bet. Vikings, Hockerson, anytime touchdown plus $2. I'll take a Hockerson plus $2 touchdown there. Right? Then Detroit should probably give up some points. Why not Hockerson? Everybody will run to Cook and Jefferson. Forget about the tight end. And Thielen. Going heavy on Titans. DeAndre Swift season. I could agree. I like Tennessee today. We have them right here in the chat for you. Titans. Almighty one coming in. Titans Jags over to 41. Really, he's going against the grain there. Tennessee putting up some points against the Jags. Marky, I get it. Be careful, Almighty. I think Titans are full blitz and Jags QB all day. The Almighty one's usually pretty sharp with his totals, Groovy. We're going to find out today. Chris Paul's toxic. Texas A&M minus 14 versus Oregon State. Let's go. A&M 13 against Oregon State Beavers. What do I got on this one? I don't have it on this sheet. I got on this sheet here. You know what? If it's still 13, I got to write at 13. So it's 14 now. That's a no play for me, Marcos. I'm not forcing it, especially after a week I've been up and down. UMass, Hofstra. Both these guys got some players missing, so that'd be a no play for me. I looked at that one because I'm kind of a pride guy, but I do like UMass a little bit. I like them against Lowell.
Mississippi State -7 versus Minnesota. I would leave Mississippi State there. Did not bet any of these. Again, A&M is on my number. Eileen Hofstra, but one of their guys is out, so I kind of just crossed that one off. But I do like Mississippi State here. Time is money. Staying away wastes 3 hours of your life on NBA games. Bet first baskets. Oh my goodness, I can't do that. I mean, if you want to bet NBA, I would say you got nothing to do. You're sitting in live betting a game, watching live. That'd be one thing. I'm just not looking. I'll look for some spots in the NBA to bet. Again, I have 17 NBA games bet this season. And on the flip side, I have 285 college basketball games bet. So I'll go with what makes me money and what I can decipher a full day ahead of time and not worry about people sitting out with. Embiid first basket plus $4. Again, groovy. I can't. I mean, plus $4. I guess it's worth a shot. The best player on the floor, right? Thanks, groovy. Remember, there will be receivers. Receivers runnings the receivers will be open on the blitz, pick sixes, strip sacks. I love the strip sacks. The problem with that, I mean, listen, Mark, you know I don't like questioning you. You saw it on your totals. It's this Tennessee team is just so run heavy first that they don't care taking 9-minute drives to kick a field goal. 10, 16, 27, 17, 17 in overtime, 17, 19, 21, 24, 24. Again, this is the Jaguars who can give up some points. So I get it. If you got, are we getting 24? We need a 24-20 here. Derrick Henry, 2 TDs, last 3 or 4 versus the Jags. Jags pass is trash. Can't focus on Derrick. They still have wide receiver. I agree with that. I agree. Everybody's going to be like, well, they got no, wide receivers. They still got guys who catch the ball. I like Tennessee. So listen, I'm hoping for the over. I mean, I don't care. I want Tennessee to roll here. Yes, Tennessee, baby. Let's go. Suns can't win without Paul. We don't like Chris Paul. Denver, KC, never cover. Now, KC line was 7. It's what, 9 now? I mean, how do you trust Denver? Granted, they're getting 9. They're going to score 10. So are we going to get more than 20 points out of Kansas City is the question to cover this number. Give Denver 13 points, 22. Are we going to get more than, how about 24? Can we get 24 so at least you get a push out of having KC? Is KC going to score 24 points today? That's the question. Yes, I like Brian, Andrew. I bet him. I think I bet them today -8. Cincy, I guess this is money line. Bengals. Again, we're up 5. I'm not going that high in money lines. Suns best bet of the week. Oh, here we go. Everybody's on the Suns. Everybody's on the Suns today. Joe Burrow, anytime touchdown. Anytime TD. He should throw a touchdown today. Tarleton under UCF. Rob, how are you? Thanks for popping in. What is this total here for this? 120. All right, it was 120 last night. Has it not really moved? I got this at what do I have this? 127? I got a 126. So I got it right around that number. You want to go under? Sure. Casey scoring 35 plus today? Wow. All right. I'll take Casey scoring 35 plus if that's the case. Wow. I don't want that because I like the under. And I got a bad under. I got under 42.5. And it crept up. It's 44. What did I miss in this game? All right. Giants, Pitt under, Titans, Dallas over, KC under, Seattle. I'm putting in the little show where it's going to start tomorrow on the Believe, so you can get it on Apple iTunes and Google Play on iHeartRadio. And I have to remember, because I only did it once today, add in the free picks. I've done it twice in an hour. Probably not going to fly on a audio podcast with no video playing. Let's watch the video feed. Human element. What is this for turnovers? Dave, 3-teamer, Tennessee Titans, Vikings, Cincy. Here's the thing. The Minnesota game, we have a wacky line move. And again, I mentioned this earlier. A 2.5 or 3-point dog to a 2.5 favorite. What is happening with that line move? I'm trying to figure it out. Is it everybody trying to jump in and get a good number on Minnesota as opposed to laying? You want them at plus points? I don't know. I mean, I like Detroit as a dog. Here's a fave. I'm a little more questionable. Like, I don't know. I mean, we're teasing it. I guess you could. I mean, I don't know. We know the teasers are bad this year in the chat. That's why I'm not a huge. The teaser Tuesdays we went 6-8, minus 440 in teaser Tuesdays in the NFL. Where are we at here? Coppin State today. Who's Coppin got? Why does this sort of vaguely ring a bell to me here? Where's Coppin State? Oh, help me out here. Oh, East Carolina. Little ECU. I want to lean Coppin there. I mean, I'm getting 8.5 points.
We took the over when it was 152.5 last night. I think it's like up to 157 now.
Is it? I say it was 152. So obviously they think points will be scored. Why not take Coppin? If the total's going up, they think there's going to be a bunch of points on the board. Revenge, bad spots for teams. Something that's too easy or obvious. Yeah, I try not to, team money. I'm always like, it looks too easy. And especially like baseball, you see lines when you got an ace on the hill and really any sport. The Kansas line last night. Granted, Kansas rolled. There is no shame on not betting a game. I know everyone wants to bet every single game. And I could come in and we could bet every game. I give you a side and total for every game if we really want to. Doesn't mean I'm betting it. Doesn't mean you should either. You're just as much as a winner walking away and not playing something. And I say this all the time. I do look at lines. I know right there, I know games I'm betting. Nothing's going to really change. Now, you got guys, quarterbacks go out, running backs change his lines. That's one thing. But when you're coming in 3 minutes before a kickoff or a tip-off and still deciding on games, do yourself a favor. Don't bet anything. You look at those lines. The lines are posted. Next week's lines are posted. I already bet games for next Saturday NFL. NFL plays Saturday next week, so you know, folks. There's 3 NFL games Saturday. These lines were out last Tuesday, Wednesday. They've been up. You go through these lines. If nothing's really jumping, why are you forcing something? The line has not moved in a week. How are you forcing something 3 minutes before kickoff? I know I'm ranting to you, T-Money. It's not directed at your comment there. UCF first half, little Central Florida over Tarleton. I kind of like Tarleton. Did not bet that. And we like Riverside. Who do they got today? Where is Riverside? Yelling Compton, but you moved to Riverside. Anybody know? There's a little lyric. Figure it out. Should be easy enough just by what I said. I can't even find Riverside. Here we go. Idaho.
7-7-7-7-8 against Idaho.
Got him. I like the Vandals, believe it or not. This line was 5. I knew I should have bet the Vandals. It was 5.5. It's down to 3.5. Stupid. Give me the Vandals. Atlanta. Who's this? The Falcons? Who are the Falcons playing today? They're not playing today, are they? They got a bye week. They got a rookie coming in next week. Or is this the Hawks? This is the Hawk game? 50 years on plan, the Lions have been a favorite like 5 times. Rob, you're lying because I'm 48 and I remember them favored over the Cowboys in the playoffs back in 91. So it's definitely more than 5 times. But I get it. Recently, they have not been favored at all. The Vandals, yes. I like the Vandals. Team Money's agreeing with. Yes. Yeah, the whole thing, like the betting in the public. Some things, they look too easy. And Here's the thing, and then we'll wrap it up. It's game time. And I'm not going to lie. And I'll say it tomorrow. Tomorrow will be more of a chat show than a free pick show since I'm starting on the new channel. You have to adjust. I know I have to as a quote unquote pro guy. And I hate being considered like a tout kind of guy. I'm a better at heart. And but with it legalized all over the place, and these numbers, the way they move now, because there's so much money, it's based on money. The things, right? These lines, right? They respected money, whatever, sharp money, however you want to call it. Now people use, well, look at these bet percentages. Now, all right, that kind of stuff was fine and dandy 5 years ago. Now, how I still have to learn to decipher that. And people might think, oh, you don't know what you're talking about. How are you? This, bet percentages, that's great. Sports betting is legal in New York. You don't think everybody in New York's betting the Giants, the Jets, the Cowboys, the Knicks, like homering it up? Indiana, let's all bet on Notre Dame. Like teams, it's going to be skewed because people bet their teams. And that's, lines are sharper. I'm telling you right now, college basketball lines are a lot sharper than they were just a year, 2 years ago, 3 years ago. It's I don't know. It's definitely a little tougher. It is tougher. As a pro, thanks for hit site. Well, thanks, Kev. And I hate being considered that because a lot of people do things different ways than I do, and they're considered pros. Listen, I'm a pro because I've been on a site for almost 20 years and betting. Okay, that's fine. I'm a bettor before a handicapper type guy or whatever. This got pooped on to Riverside. I like the Vandals. I had the Vandals a couple times this year, Nathan. I like the Vandals. I'm sorry. Although I do Big West, I'll grab some Riverside. This spot, I like Idaho. I don't know. The team, it seems it should be a little better than what they are. And the line says 5-3, tells me I was right. We'll see what happens. I didn't bet it. So, yeah, I'm going Hollywood. Yeah. Definitely got to be a feel to it. Absolutely. And that's part of it that you just kind of get. And what the newer folks don't understand, Rob, is that you can lose. Okay, so that game lost. All right, hey, one loss shouldn't make or break you. You should go 5-15 and not feel it. All right, if you're betting games. This is not a one-day affair. If you're doing it, it's every day for a year or longer. One game's knocking you out. A bad day, please. I get messages on Twitter or some people will find my email. Oh, I can't believe we lost. I mean, we split. How did you get crushed? I mean, what? I don't understand. Whatever. Again, listen, tomorrow. Again, if you're on check for the podcast. I threw it in there. So I'm going to put it on there live tomorrow or after the show goes on. It's loaded up after the fact. So, but hope everybody comes back. And again, picks and parlays, bookie blasters, max wagers. Everybody's watching it now. Not that you've watched the entire show. I should probably say this at the beginning. Look at lines tonight. Come in, say hello. And then see everybody on Monday. Good luck in football. I got a best bet if you want to go get it. I don't know. Should have sold myself at the beginning of the show, but I don't mind. It's all right. I'm not scared to fade teams I root for. Most people can't be both fed. That's a thing, T-Money. And when people say, oh, fantasy kind of stuff, I can't cheer fantasy. You're either a fantasy player or you're a football bettor. And yes, you could do props. But again, if you're a prop guy, and I know guys who are straight prop guys, they don't get involved sides and totals. How do you get involved in sides and totals if you're a prop guy, especially on sides? You can't. I'm cheering for this guy to do something because I got his props, but I need his team to lose. Yeah, good luck with that. Few rough days, one good, I'm up. Listen, you got to ride the rough ones. They come. You can't win every day. And that's what I don't think people understand. They see this fake crap on social media. They'll learn. They'll learn the hard way. Oh, you'll learn. You'll learn. All right. I'll see everybody tonight. Hope everybody comes back. We could chat more. Otherwise, I will see you tomorrow. Bye bye.